In a desperate effort to avoid further descent into chaos, the Libyan government has suggested that Parliament stops working after voting on this year's budget until fresh elections can take place. Meanwhile, a new alliance is taking center stage in the country. The commander of the Libyan Army Special Forces announced on Monday that he has joined renegade General Khalifa Haftar in his campaign against Islamist militants, a move that highlights the failure of the central government to assert its authority.
Tripoli city witnessed yesterday an attack launched by militias who are out of the legitimacy of state, legitimacy of army and revolution. They shelled the city by 106mm artillery and ground rockets, destroying the schools and houses of people.
The special forces are the best trained troops of Libya's nascent army. They have been deployed since last year in Benghazi to help stem a wave of car bombs and assassinations, but have struggled to curb the activities of heavily armed Islamist militias roaming the city. It remains unclear how many troops support Haftar, whose forces launched an attack on Islamist militants in Benghazi on Friday, leaving more than 70 people dead. Militiamen apparently allied to Haftar also stormed Parliament in Tripoli on Sunday.
We, as the members of the Special Forces with our weapons, are with the people's determination in the battle of dignity that is being led by the National Army.
Haftar, once a Gaddafi ally who turned against him over a 1980s war in Chad, fueled rumors of a coup in February when he appeared on television in uniform, calling for a caretaker government to end the crisis in Libya. Since the onslaught began, Saudi Arabia and Algeria closed their embassies in Tripoli over security concerns. Algeria is also believed to have imposed restrictions on border crossings to Libya. And the US military has doubled the number of aircraft standing by in Italy if needed to evacuate Americans from the US embassy in the country. Maria Galang, CCTV.